All right, everyone. I introduced to you, Political Tunde, aka Dr. Umar Johnson on his pedestal, talking about politics. What did he talk about today, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to get into it and much, much more. Let's get started. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to your most laziest YouTuber out here in these YouTube streets, okay? I am Nicholas J. Fury here where reality checks are free, always free. And this is the Working Man Podcast. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Hopefully, you had a good Mother's Day weekend and everything. Where I'm at, it was nice and warm, but now the weather's crappy. But we have much to discuss, ladies and gentlemen. Now, last week, hopefully you all were here, or some of you were here. I covered a little bit of the Stefan Diggs case, but this week we are back on Umar Johnson's neck.
Enemy spotted.
Umar Johnson recently went live on his Instagram account, and he was going ham about the political goings-on of the United States of America. Also, I think about a week or so ago, maybe, he went on the Word Radio with Baba David, and about 2 weeks before that, he had a speaking engagement at a college in New York City, I believe, a community college in New York City. So I wish to talk about all of these things in subsequent live streams, but today we are going to get to the politically charged rant that he had on a park bench somewhere in the hoods of North America, as he said in his live stream a long time ago. In the hoods of North America somewhere, the hoods of the jungles of North America, he was on live. So we're going to get into all of that, all right? And also, he has another financial grift that he is currently on, okay? So we're going to get into his new his new financial, grift. Anyway, if you're still here, thank you. And if you're on the replay gang, hype the stream right. And for all of you that are in the box and will continue to come in, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, of course, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Hold on 1 second here. Let me get that. Let's see, where is it? Show chat. There we go. Transition that. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Chat box. And there we go. All right. Yes. Again, like I said, to continue to donate, you can hit the join button down below to become a member of the channel. You You can hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat. Of course, you know how to do that. You can also become a member of Locals. All these things are in the description box below, and there will be links in the live chat as you can all see. Okay? So, of course, before we get into the reason for the season, as we always do, we got to go back. Wait a minute here. We got to go back to why we're talking about this in the first place. Let me go here. Let me shut this down real quick. Hold on a second. Where's my square cam? Turn this off. Let's go here. Here we go. This is Umar Abdullah Johnson, January 6th of 2010. Promises in 2010 to begin laying the groundwork for the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Pan-African School for Black boys specializing in learning disabilities and disruptive behavior disorders. This will be a private school. And yes, you will pay in order for your son to attend grand opening 9/11/2013. This is chess, not checkers.
Bitch, ain't no way.
And away.
Ain't no fucking way.
Okay. Let me bring my square cam back up because we're about to get into the video in question. Here we go. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Go to the quick time. Now, this is Umar Johnson somewhere in the hoods of North America on a park bench. I have no idea where he is, and I don't know if he actually announced this in his live stream, but he is going to talk about the political standings of North America and some of the things that he has observed. Again, if you all agree or disagree, that's fine. Leave your comment in the live chat. Also, I have a poll going right now. Does Umar Johnson know about American or overseas politics? 33% said yes, 0% said no, and 67% said yes in his own delusional mind.
Nick, you're stupid.
I think so too. Any case, let's get to Umar Johnson's rant. Fair use to Umar Johnson's Instagram live page. And we're going to talk about his grift here in just a second because he's going to get to it. We're going to talk about Umar Johnson's latest money-making idea here momentarily. But let's let Umar Johnson get started with his talk.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade, coming to you live and direct. Shout out to my Patreon family. Shout out to my Patreon family. Shout out to my Patreon family. Make sure you go over to Patreon and join as a regular member or a book club member. Make sure you go over to Patreon and join as a regular member or a book club member. Make sure you go over to Patreon and join as a regular member or book club member. Patreon.com/Dr. Umar. Patreon.com/DRUMAR. Make sure you donate to the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. Make sure you donate to the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy.
Now, some of you might be wondering, what's this thing about Patreon he's talking about right now? Well, let me, hold on a second. Y'all in the chat, remember a long time ago when Umar Johnson was talking about how he wanted to do the $9 a month Instagram subscription to watch his live streams, right? Remember that? And then that went belly up. And then remember about a month or two ago, or maybe several months ago, when he was talking about this book club on Instagram, where he was talking about how we're going to do this book club, we're going to read these books, and we're going to meet 3 times a year, and we're going to have these tests, and if you fail the test, you can't come to this and that. Remember that? Okay. Well, now he's moved this book club off site, off of Instagram, to he's moved it now to Patreon. He's moved the site off to Patreon now. Okay. The book club now is on Patreon. But what he's saying now is that, I don't know if he said it yet, But all of his live streams now are going to be on Patreon. And here's the problem with that, ladies and gentlemen. Before I do, let me show y'all some of the stuff he was talking about. Let's go to let's go to his Instagram page real quick, shall we? This is Umar Johnson's Instagram page, of course. Shout out to him. Let me find where he was promoting the Instagram, or he was promoting the Patreon. It's up here somewhere. He got, oh man, this dude posts like crazy on here. Here we go. This is the first one. Well, one of the last ones. Free live consults on Patreon. Saturday, May 9th at 7 a.m. This was this past Saturday. Okay? He wants you to register on Patreon as a free member. Okay? Now check this out. Let's go down a little further. See if we can find another Patreon shout out. Here's another one. This was 4 days ago. Know Your Rights. May 9th. He was promoting it again. All right? Let's go down here a little bit further. See if I can find another one. He did a live not too long ago where he was talking about going to Patreon to do the live streams. Where is it? Where is it? Let me go down some more. Here we go. Here's another one. Patreon.com, Dr. Umar. First ever live stream tonight. Black female dating trauma, Tuesday, May 5th at 10 p.m. or 10:10 p.m. Here we go with that. Okay? Let's go down some more. The Online Book Club, patreon.com/Dr. Umar. That's where he's moved his book club to. Let's go down some more. Let's see if we can find it. Let's go down a little bit more. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, this is a live stream he did, which we'll cover soon. Where is it? He was on live at Brighamton University. Where is it? It's still here, I believe, unless he deleted it. But if he did, that's fine because I downloaded it already. Now, this is him at Brighamton University. This is a live stream he did at Brighamton University. This was May 1st. We're going to talk about that in another live stream here soon. Where's the live stream where he was talking about going to Patreon for the book, for what was it? Here we go. This is a live stream right here where he was talking about he's going to be on live for 10 minutes and then he's going to go to Patreon for the parent-teacher teleconference.
You must read the paperwork. That's number 2. Read. Don't sign unless you agree. Don't sign unless you agree. Don't sign unless you agree. Good morning to my Instagram family. I just want to let my Instagram family know that the Black Parent Teleconference will now be held at patreon.com/Dr. Umar. So for my Instagram people, I'm only going to keep you up here for about 10 minutes. Instagram people, I'm only going to keep you up for about 10 minutes. Instagram people, I'm only going to keep you up for about 10 minutes. You need to come over to Patreon. You can sign up for a free account. Patreon.com/Dr. Umar. Patreon.com/Dr. Umar. Patreon.com/Dr. Umar. That's DRUMAR. No period. Just 6 letters. DRUMAR. So I'm going to leave Instagram up for about 10 minutes for the Instagram people to come on over to Patreon.
Now, he's trying to funnel his Instagram audience over to Patreon to sign up for a free account, and then he can charge them for the Instagram lives he's going to do. Now, there's a problem with him doing this, and I'll tell you what it is. Me doing YouTube and having a small, very minuscule social media presence, okay? Here's the problem with this. If you're going to have all of your Instagram followers, you have over 1 million people on your Instagram, right? People come to your Instagram and follow you for your Instagram lives. So you're going to tell these people now, all your free people that you got, all your subscribers, all your followers, that you know what? I'm not doing lives no more. Now you got to go over to Patreon. You're trying to funnel people from Instagram over to Patreon. The conversion rate is not going to be that high. So I have 1 million followers you have on Instagram. you might get 5-10% maybe to go actually over there and pay, which is good if you're charging enough, okay? But the problem is you can't stop doing Instagram lives because people will stop going to your page. They'll probably start unfollowing on your Instagram page because, well, they don't get to see you anymore. That's part of the problem.
Enemy spotted.
If you do this, you are going to hemorrhage followers on your main page, which will then, okay, again, if you don't have a lot of people that are paid subscribers, well, you got to continue to do lives to incentivize them to go over to Patreon. Similar with me I have a subscription for members only. We'll have to continue to do quality content to funnel people to get people interested to go to my members only content, right? And if I don't have a large enough members only following, I have to continue to do content to incentivize people to go over there. Because if I stop doing content over here on main YouTube and I say, okay, well, I'm only going to do members only. Well, if I only got one person doing all members only, what sense does that make, right? And from what I hear, you don't have a lot of people on your your Patreon right now as it is. So you can't just say, well, I'm not going to stop doing lives on Instagram. You have to continue to do that to funnel them over to your main page. That way you can get the following that you want. So that way you can stop doing it. You see what I mean? It doesn't work like that. But I don't know if he understands that. Anyway, back to the live.
If you need to reach me by text message, 215-989-9858. Jamaica Key, what's going on, my beautiful African queen? If you need to reach me by text, 215-989-9858. If you need to reach me by email, Prince of Pan-Africanism @gmail.com. We spell Africa with the K. Prince of Pan-Africanism @gmail.com. We spell Africa with the K. Prince of Pan-Africanism @gmail.com. We spell Africa with the K. I want to discuss 3 things real quick and I'm out. This is one of the few lives that I'll be doing on Instagram because most of my lives will be on Patreon going forward. This is one of the very few lives that I will be doing on Instagram because Patreon will be the new base going forward. So make sure you join patreon.com/DRUMAR. Appreciate you, Ultra Lucent, my Afro-Latina queen. Appreciate you.
Thank you for being here,
Appreciate
Courtney.
you.
I appreciate your viewership. Appreciate that. Thank you.
The Democratic Party plantation slave drivers. The Democratic Party plantation slave drivers are trying to make black people feel ashamed at the recent United States Supreme Court decision to overturn the heart and soul of Section 2 of the 1965 Voting Rights Act. They're saying that the Supreme Court did this because you didn't vote for Kamala Harris. They're saying that the Supreme Court did this because black people stayed home and didn't vote for Kamala Harris. Even though she got most of the black vote, voter turnout amongst
Saint Center. I really appreciate that. Where is it?
Nick, you're stupid.
I appreciate that. I crack myself up too sometimes. So I mean, there's that. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
black freedmen was not where
Wait a minute.
they wanted it to be. That is a lie. That is a scam. That is propaganda. And that is a bully tactic that the Democratic Party plantation is using to shame and guilt black people into voting November the 3rd. It's a lie. The Supreme Court decision was going to happen whether Kamala Harris was elected president or not. I want y'all to hear me well. I want y'all to hear me well. I want all of our brothers and sisters across the globe to hear me, but particularly our black freedmen in the United States. American Africans, listen up, but I want the whole African family to listen to this right here. What happened last week at the Supreme Court was going to happen whether Kamala Harris was elected or not. First of all.
Now, there was a very important decision that was made not too long ago in the Supreme Court about voting rights and things of that nature. Umar Johnson thinks he knows all about this. He thinks he's a political major, okay? And he's going to go into why he thinks this is going to happen, whether so-and-so, Trump or Kamala Harris in office or not. He's going to go into all this big old spiel. By the way, the poll, does Umar Johnson know about American or overseas politics? 6% said yes, 24% said no, and 71% said in his own delusional mind. Yes, indeed. Now, he's going to go into all this stuff. He's going to go into a big old spiel. This is going to be like an hour and a half of him talking about why this and that happened. He's going to go down the history lesson of U.S. politics, past and present, of all the presidents. He's going to go down Bill Clinton, Kamala Harris, Bush, Obama. He's going to go down the line of everything he thinks brought us to today's moment. All right? So there's that. By the way, if you're in the chat, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, like I said before, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. You see the counter at the top right or left of your screen. It's 4,993 subscriber. You got to leave off the S. Remember that. Shout out. We got to leave off the S. I got 4,993 subscriber. I'm trying to get to 5,000. If there's 8 of y'all in here in the chat that's not subscribed, I implore you, I beg you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Also, please become a member of the channel. If you don't want to super chat, if you don't want to hit the Cash App, I would ask you to consider becoming a member of the channel if you will, please. Okay, I will continue to beg because I'm a lazy content creator. Okay, y'all know about that. I'm a lazy content creator. So if you will, please, I implore you to please hit the subscribe button. And if you feel it on your heart, on your spirit, and your wallet, go down there and hit that join button, become a member of the Working Man team. All right, let's continue.
Donald Trump has appointed no new Supreme Court justices during this current term. Donald Trump has appointed no new Supreme Court justices during his current term. The Supreme Court, as currently constituted, is exactly the way it was when Joe Biden left office. Let me say it again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let me say it again. The Supreme Court, as currently constituted, is exactly the same way it was when Donald Trump took office, when Joe Biden left office.
And my lips chapped too, by the way, just so you remember that.
Joe Biden had one Supreme Court justice appointee. Just one. Our sister, our beautiful, deep, chocolate, gorgeous, intelligent sister, Justice Ketanji Snow Bunny Brown Jackson. She was the only Supreme Court justice that Joe Biden appointed.
Oh boy, hold up, the disrespect. Wait, where is it?
Ain't
The
no
disrespect.
way. Ain't no fucking way.
This man just said Ketanji Snow Bunny Brown Jackson.
Nick, you're stupid.
Now, yes, our good sister, Ketanji Brown Jackson, is married to a white man. Do we really care about that? No, we do not. No, we do not. All right? So, all right, let's continue.
I repeat, Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Snow Bunny Brown Jackson was the only Supreme Court appointee of President Joe Biden. Now, during his first term, President Trump had 3 Supreme Court appointees. From 2017 to 2020, President Donald Trump, during his first term, appointed 3 Supreme Court justices.
Hold up. Wait a minute, because I'm not above critique. Let's go. Hold on a second. I am not above critique. Wait a minute, is it come back? Oh, hold on. I gotta bring you up. All right, Andre X Friedman said on your last video at Insane who made excuse maker and his dashikis, you made an error when you mistake his 2014 2015 post for the same he did his women's. Okay. I do apologize for that. That was 2016, you say, not 2015. I do apologize if I had the wrong year, maybe. It was, I believe, I thought it was the day after, though. If I remember correctly, he came on that Sunday. I think Valentine's Day was that Saturday. I could be wrong. I believe he came on the day after Valentine's Day. Again, I could be wrong because I believe I did a video about that a while back, or I did a video about that where he was talking about that. But if I'm wrong, I do appreciate your correction. Okay, no problem. I appreciate that. Let's go here. Mon Chaos Brew, how are you doing? No problem. Your support is still very much appreciated. I thank you for being here. Now, thank you for your kind donations. I appreciate that. No problem. Let's get back to the content.
Whether black people voted for Kamala Harris or not, the Supreme Court is exactly as it was when Donald Trump took office. Now, the Democratic Party plantation could try to blame black people for Hillary Clinton losing the 2016 election. They could blame black people for Hillary Clinton losing the 2016 election. But they can't do that. You know why they can't blame black people for Hillary Clinton losing the White House to Donald Trump? It's because Hillary Clinton won the popular vote and still got robbed of the White House. Let me say it again. I need you to understand, overstand, and understand. I want you to understand, overstand, and understand. I'm painting a picture for you. Stay with King Kong for a minute. I'm painting a picture for you. Stay with the most relevant black voice in the world today. Stay with me for a minute. Stay with me. Hillary Clinton received 3 million more popular votes than Donald Trump. Hillary Clinton received 3 million more popular votes than Donald Trump. But the Electoral College gave Donald Trump the White House in a landslide. Let me tell you how relevant that was. Let me tell you how relevant that was. But before I tell you how relevant it was for the Electoral College to steal Hillary Clinton's presidency and give it to Donald Trump, and I'm no Clinton fan, I'm no Trump fan.
You about to start
I don't
begging.
support white supremacy, whether they wear red clothes or blue clothes. Let me make it plain for you. I don't support white supremacy, whether it wears blue clothes or red clothes. I am an independent African. I want to be very clear.
Now, in my opinion, here's the problem with that.
Enemy spotted.
Now, I get it. Umar Johnson tries to ride this fence when it comes to politics, right? And the problem with that is that you're so vocal with everything else, you almost have to pick a side because, and you can stay neutral, but you're going to have a lot of problems with that. I've seen him talk about, Democrat, Republican, things like that, and he almost always catches backlash because, well, let's face it, the majority of his audience is probably Democratic. All right. There's not very many people in his audience that's probably, voting Republican. And so therefore, every time he tries to do this fence riding when it comes to politics, he always gets freaking flamed in the comment section. I watched this live stream as he was going on with this. And in the live chat, people were going ham on him. And I remember a while back when they was asking him who was going to vote for him, blah, blah. And I think one time he said he was going to vote for Donald Trump, or at one point he said that he was going to vote for anybody because he didn't like either one of them, something like that. And that was, he got flamed for this. He get flamed for this all the time, man. He always tries to say, well, I'm the independent. I'm not voting for, I'm not beholden to any party. You can say that, but I mean, this right here, the politics is always a point that he catches backlash for because he's always fence riding and people are trying to force him to pick a side. Now, if he picks the Democratic side, of course, he's going to alienate the people that's more conservative. If he picks the conservative side, probably the majority of his freaking audience will be gone because the majority of the audience is probably Democrat. So, I mean, yeah.
I am not property of the Democratic Party plantation. I am not property of the Republican Party plantation. Stay with me. Let's go back to election 2000. Let's go back to election 2000. Al Gore won the popular vote. Al Gore won the popular vote.
Oh, by the way, my Chaos Brief, you still in the chat. I've seen you've been going viral lately about some of your debates over there, some of the panels you've been on. You've been over there cooking, man. I gotta tell you now. I seen the one that happened with you and Tommy. Wow. Okay, but you've been going viral lately. I've been in the shadows watching you. Hey, by the way, I say congratulations because you've been going viral lately, and these panels you've been going on, you've been all right.
Al Gore won the popular vote, but the Electoral College stole the White House from Al Gore and gave it to George W. Bush. Why is this relevant, Dr. Umar? Why is Al Gore being robbed of the White House relevant in 2026? Why is Hillary Clinton being robbed of the White House in 2016? Why is that relevant in 2026? I'm going to tell you why. If you're a political science major, pull up. If you're a black conscious head, pull up.
Pull up.
If you care about the past, present, and future of the American African black freedmen, pull up.
Pull up.
Al Gore was and is a racist.
Hey, y'all been checking out, wait a minute.
Hillary Clinton.
Hey, y'all been checking out Umar Johnson? Looking at he hasn't dyed his beard here in a little while. I can see the gray going through his mustache and his beard. I don't know where he's at. He's got an Eagles hoodie on with his, knit, whatever cap on. I don't know, man. I mean, usually his beard is all black. He's usually looking all glistening. He's got the oils in there and stuff with his beard. He's all nice and cut up. But I see a lot of gray coming in. I hope he can afford a good, the Just for Men or, some dye in his beard because you're slacking on your pimping there, bro.
Was and is a racist. Joe Biden was and is a racist. Donald Trump was and is a racist. Stay with me. But why did they steal the White House from Hillary Clinton and Al Gore? Why did they steal the White House from Al Gore and Hillary Clinton?
Hillary.
Let me break it down.
Break it down.
There have only been, prior to election 2000, make sure y'all go to Patreon and join my page.
Here we go.
Make sure y'all go to patreon.com/D.
Okay, while he's begging, let's go ahead and get this poll. Does Umar Johnson know about American or overseas politics? 5% said yes, 23% said no, and 73% said yes in his own delusional mind. Continue to vote in the poll. And once again, if you are just joining me, if you've been in here, Ninja watching, okay, hit the like button, please. And if you're new to the channel, like I said, Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We got 4,996 people. Let me get 4 more people, please, to subscribe to the channel. If you would, please, I would greatly appreciate that. Also, become a member of the channel, if you would, please. Or you can hit the Cash App like my Chaos Brew did, or hit the Super Chat. Hit the Super Chat like my Chaos Brew did, or hit the Cash App. All links are down in the description box. Y'all know what to do. I'm done begging. I'm going to let Umar finish begging now.
RUMAR and join my page. Make sure you go to patreon.com/DRUMAR and join my page. International Africans, join the Patreon. All Africans, hit the PayPal for FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal for FDMG Academy.
The PayPal.
Hit the PayPal for FDMG Academy, brothers and sisters. Now let's get back to the lesson today.
Yes, sir.
The United States of America was declared on July 4th, 1776. The United States of America will be celebrating its 250th birthday right here in Philadelphia. If I catch a Negro celebrating that.
Oh, here we go.
If I catch a Negro celebrating the 250th birthday on July the 4th, 2026, if I catch you in Philly celebrating your slave master's freedom.
Okay, he must be in Philly.
Ski mask team will be in full effect.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
Now, I find it highly hypocritical that Umar Johnson is saying that if you celebrate the 4th of July anywhere in the vicinity of his presence, that the ski mask, aka the pull-up team, shout out to KKC, the pull-up team will be in full effect, and we're going to get on your neck for celebrating the white man's birthday, the white man's country birthday. What does this man have on? He has an Eagles jacket on. In my opinion, right, I'm not of the red, black, green community, but if I was, not only would I not celebrate the 4th of July, but I wouldn't even wear any brands that are associated with a rich white man that owns a football team that has predominantly black players, but not probably a predominantly black executive team, right? But Umar Johnson always talks about how, these people, these teams, they're already predominantly black and all this kind of stuff, but you rep your city. You rep the Philly Eagles. You always wearing that Philly hat, was the baseball team. You rep all this kind of stuff, but yet you want to talk down on people celebrating America when what you're wearing literally symbolizes America.
Bitch, ain't no way.
Football.
Ain't no fucking way.
American football. What you're wearing indirectly literally symbolizes America. American sports. Football. But you're mad at us for celebrating the birth of the country, right? Okay.
Ski mask team, if I catch a Negro at the Liberty Bell on July 4th, if I catch a Negro at Constitution Hall
Oh, by the way, don't worry about us in the cup because it's not just juice, okay?
on July 4th, if I catch a Negro at the George Washington House on July 4th, there will be immediate depigmentation, demelanation, 500 whips, 500 lashes. I better not catch a member of the African race in Philadelphia on July 4th, 2026. Let me catch you celebrating the 250th birthday of Western white supremacy. Let me catch you celebrating the 250th birthday of Western white supremacy and see what happens to you. But I'm going to digress.
Salute to the mods.
From 1776 to the year 2000, how many years is that? 1876, 1976, 200 and a quarter years. 200 and a quarter years. From 1776 to election 2000, that was 224 years of the United States of America, and you only had 3 elections where the Electoral College stole the presidency from the popular vote winner and gave it to the...
Shout out to Jay the Informant. Wait a minute, where you at?
Enemy spotted.
By the way, if anybody's here from the CCC, appreciate y'all being here and checking me out. All right, I know a lot of people have come from other bigger channels like KKC or Lynn, all the other places. I'm a lazy content creator. Okay, I'm an egghead. Ashy lipped. Begging content creator. Right. So I appreciate y'all coming down here to check out your boy, for subscribing, for giving your donations. All right, for participating in the chat and the polls. All right, thank you very much. The greatest YouTubian on YouTube right now, and I'm also lazy. Let's continue.
Opponent. Follow me, Africans. I need y'all to follow me. I'm going somewhere. Let Ifa Tunde cook up the peach cobbler nice and slow. Let Ifa Tunde cook up the blackberry cobbler nice and slow.
Here, you see,
so
stay
from
focused.
1776 to the year 2000, 224 years, you only had 3 elections where the Electoral College stole the presidency from the popular vote winner and gave it to their opponent. All 3 times was during slavery and Reconstruction. All 3 times was during slavery and Reconstruction. All 3 times was during slavery and Reconstruction. So let me ask you a question. If there was only 3 presidencies, 3 elections in 224 years, where the Electoral College stole the presidency from the popular vote winner and gave it to their opponent, why has it happened twice already? Why has it happened twice in 25 years? It only happened 3 times in 225 years. It only happened 3 times in 225 years, but it's already happened twice in 25 years. Election 2000 and election 2016. Election 2000 and election 2016. I'm going to ask you the question again.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you the question again. You need to talk to me, my beautiful African queen. Is it about business?
No.
Because I'm not dealing with Cinnabons right now. I'm focused on black liberation. Ladies, at ease, my queens.
At ease.
At ease, my queens.
At ease.
At ease, my queens. We ain't dealing.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Where's my sound effect?
I keep telling you, consciousness over coochie.
Go.
Politics over punani.
Keep telling you.
I keep telling y'all that. Consciousness comes before coochie.
Consciousness comes before coochie. And y'all in the chat be well to never forget that.
With Cinnabons and cobbler, we dealing with black revolution. Now stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. The presidency was stolen from the popular vote winner 3 times in 225 years. But it was stolen from the popular vote winner in the last 25 years twice already. You do not choose the president. You do not choose the president.
Did y'all catch what's going on right now? Did y'all catch what's going on right now? This is 1628. Let me go in the back. I want y'all to watch his eyes. Okay? Watch this.
In 225 years. But it was stolen from the popular vote winner in the last 25 years twice already. You do not choose the president.
Here it come.
You do not choose the president.
There it go.
You do not choose the president. And if you do not choose the president, you do not choose the Supreme Court. I'm going to say it again.
He's checking out
Y'all
Cinnabons.
not listening to me right now.
Every time he stops and looks so one way like that, he's checking out Cinnabons. I guarantee, because something in there, eventually he's going to stop and he's going to be like, he's going to take a long pause and be like, I forgot where it is in the video, but he's going to be distracted by Cinnabons here in a little while.
My black queens, if you with me, give me some hearts. My black kings, if you follow me, give me some fists. I need to know that I'm making sense to my Africans right now. My continental Africans, welcome. I love you. FBA and ADOS can never divide the diaspora. My British Africans.
See there? He talking shit about the ADOS and the FBA. He always taking shots to Tariq Nasheed and them ADOS FBA, even though he's got his Die Fi movement, right? What is he said? Descendants of Black American freedmen in America, something like that. The Die Fi, descendants of African freedmen in America. All right, which is basically the same thing that FBA is. Descendants of Black Americans, descendants of Black slaves. So descendants of African freedmen. It's basically FBA just with a different name, but it's the same shit. I mean, I don't know why he's always trying to take shot from Tariq Nasheed. Yeah.
Africans, I will see you August the 1st on Reparations Day in Brixton. King Kong is back in London August 1st. Black August begins in London with the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Where my Canadian Africans at?
Here we go, roll call.
Toronto and Montreal. Where y'all at? Where my South American and my Central American Africans? Where is my Brazil and my Suriname? Where's my Costa Rica, my Panama Africans at? Let's go down to the Caribbean. Where my Jamaican Africans? We lost Bob Marley today in 1981. Pull out some liquor for lyrical Garveyite Bob Marley. Pull out some liquor for lyrical Garveyite Bob Marley. We lost Bob Marley today in 1981. Where my Nigerian Africans at? Where my Nigerian Africans at? We lost the great Zeke of Africa, Pan-Africanist Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first president of Nigeria. We lost him today, May 11th, 1996. Shout out to my Nigerian Africans. Shout out to where my South Africans at? We're going to work out the xenophobia. We're going to work out, I'm going to talk about South Africa. I'm going to talk about South Africa, and I got a few questions for my good brother Julius Malema about the South African situation. I'm going to save that for another live. I want to talk to my South African family. Y'all know I love South Africa. Y'all know how I get down. If I lived in South Africa, I would probably have 2 South African wives, brothers and sisters. I would have me a Xhosa wife and a Zulu wife. I would have me a Khoi wife and a Swazi wife.
I keep telling you, consciousness over coochie, politics over punani. I keep telling y'all that. Consciousness comes before coochie.
Consciousness comes before coochie. And he cannot never stop talking about how many wives he want, the complexion, the 5'5" thick in the thighs, you know, all that. And then don't get me wrong, I'm a man too, so I get it, man. I mean, a beautiful black woman is a beautiful thing, wonderful thing, but you cannot stop talking about this. And the 2 wives thing is like, I get it, man. You're not, in the Christian faith, but he talks about, you know what? I'm not even getting into that. Let's go.
But let's stay focused right now, brothers and sisters. Let's stay focused right now, brothers and sisters.
Stay focused.
Let's stay focused right now. Let's get back to the lesson at hand. Let's get back to the lesson at hand.
Andre Freeman, yep, Yvette Carnell, Tariq Nasheed, and Insane Humane needs to do a race hustler comedy. Well, I mean, we can add some other names to that, but they're in prison right now, so I get it.
If you don't choose the president, you don't choose the Supreme Court. Are y'all with me? If you don't choose the president, you don't choose the Supreme Court. Now let's look at the last 25 years of U.S. presidents. Let's look at the last 25 years of U.S. presidents. George W. Bush, 8 years. Barack Obama, 8 years. Donald Trump, when he's done, 8 years. Joe Biden, 4 years. 8 times 3 is 24. Plus 4 is 28. But Donald Trump is not done, so we're at 26. But when Trump is done, that would have been 28 years, correct?
Say what?
Guess what?
What?
Of those 28 years, 16 the people did not choose. The people did not choose, not just black people, white people. America did not choose George Bush. America did not choose Donald Trump.
Okay, I get it. He's talking about the system of the Electoral College, and for better or for worse, that is what it is. The popular vote, yeah, sometimes it don't really mean shit. I get it, okay? So, in that respect, sometimes maybe we didn't choose our president, right? The Electoral College did. However, there has to, I mean, that's how it was made. Until they change it, which is probably never going to change it because, I mean, that's right now just how it works, okay? And if we change it, it might become our society, our democratic society might become something else. So, you know, we get 4 years of a Republican, we get another 4 years of a Democrat, or we get 8 years of a Democrat, then we get 4 years of a Republican, then we get 4 more years of a Democrat. It's bounce back and forth. A lot of people say that the Republican and Democratic Party are both two wings of the same bird. Excuse me, this is what Umar Johnson likes to say, his rhetoric basically. I tend to believe that sometimes myself when looking at some stuff that's going on in the world, when we got this guy in office and we got this guy in office, sometimes one is better than the other, but they're both, anyway. The poll. Does Umar Johnson know about American overseas politics? American or overseas politics? 10% said yes, 31% said no, and 60% said yes in his own delusional mind. Please, if you are in here Ninja watching and you have not already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Please, can I get 4 more people to subscribe to the channel? Hit the subscribe button. And again, if you feel in your heart in here, feel free to hit the subscribe to become a member of the channel or the Cash App or hit the super chat if you're entertained right now. Okay, other than that, continue on with your viewership and the poll votes. Let's continue.
So if America did not choose George Bush and if America did not choose Donald Trump, why have 16 of 28 years, almost half of the presidency for the first quarter of the 21st century, almost half of the U.S. presidency for the first quarter of the 21st century controlled by...
Courtney, 169, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'm glad you found me too. We'll be here, well, live, I don't know, but I post videos all the time. Become a member of the channel before you skedaddle, all right? And again, thank you for being here. Thank you for your viewership. I much appreciate it.
Somebody the people did not choose. Dr. Umar, I need you to land this plane for me.
Yeah, hurry up.
Dr. Umar, I want you to land this plane. I'm with you, Doc. Peace, God.
Peace, God.
I'm with you, Doc. Now make it make sense. Here's what I want to say.
Can you?
About the recent U.S. Supreme Court decision to gut Section 2 of the 1965 Dr. Martin Luther King Voting Rights Act. This is what I want to tell you. The power structure of America. The power structure of America.
3 times.
The power structure of America had already decided when Bill Clinton was president that they were going to take back the Voting Rights Act from Black America. If I'm making sense, I need to see some hearts from my sisters. If I'm making sense, I need to see some fists from my brothers. If I'm making sense, I want to see some hearts from my sisters. If I'm making sense, I want to see some fists from my brothers. This had nothing to do with any election. This had nothing to do with any election. How many Supreme Court justices did George Bush appoint? George Bush appointed 2 or 3 Supreme Court justices, but he was not chosen by the people. George Bush appointed 2 or 3 Supreme Court justices, but he was not elected by the people.
So are you trying to make the argument or the connection that presidents that were not elected by the popular vote also elected or appointed Supreme Court justices to the Supreme Court. Is that coincidence? Could be. Is it by design? Maybe. There's a lot of conspiracy theories going around, but I mean, I think this is just conspiracy theory rant, but let's continue.
Donald Trump appointed 3 Supreme Court justices, but he was not elected by the people. Donald Trump appointed 3 Supreme Court justices, but he was not elected by the people. Dr. Umar, what are you saying, Dr. Umar? I'm telling you, and I dare any Democratic plantation slave to prove me wrong. I dare any Republican plantation slave to prove me wrong. The reason they stole the White House from Hillary Clinton and the reason they stole the White House from Al Gore is they needed a conservative majority in the Supreme Court. They needed a conservative majority in the Supreme Court because they knew in 1996 they were going to take the Voting Rights Act back from black people. In 2026, this decision was 30 years in the making. It had nothing to do with the Kamala Harris election.
Andre Friedman says in 2020, he was supposed to have been starting his own political party, the Black Independent Party. He was begging people to run as his candidates.
Bitch, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. One, Umar Johnson trying to start a political party was just as, hilarious as somebody like P. Diddy, trying to start a political party. You see how that went.
Enemy spotted.
And now, you see where Diddy's at. Yeah. Remember when Diddy was talking about hold the black vote when he was, he was a supposed Democrat during the Donald Trump election? He was talking about he was going to hold the black vote. You know what I mean? He thought he actually had some political juice. He was interviewed by Charlemagne. You know what I mean? Remember that? I think he was going to try to start a political party too. And there's been a lot of people that try to start political parties over the years, black folks that, unfortunately, for better or for worse, sometimes we don't support our own. But to support Umar would be ludicrous. The black, what do you say? The Black Independent Party? Yeah. I mean, okay.
I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. The decision to take the Voting Rights Act back from black people, to weaken the Voting Rights Act, that decision was decided while Bill Clinton from Arkansas, a southern state, Bill Clinton from Arkansas, a southern state, Bill Clinton, who gave us the worst crime bill in American history, Bill Clinton was part of the secret decision. There are no coincidences, Brother Chad. There are no coincidences, Brother Chad. There are no This had nothing to do with election 2016. This had nothing to do with election 2020. What up, King? I'm all right. How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm pretty good, King. Teaching the people about this, what's going on with the Supreme Court. Yes, sir.
So you're right.
And it had nothing to do with election 2024.
Hey, y'all, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Y'all let me know if it's too fast. We can slow it back down. I'm going to pick this up just a little bit so we can kind of get through a little bit more of this.
Bill Clinton was president when they decided to gut the Voting Rights Act. This was a 30-year decision. Now let's bring Barack Obama into the equation. Let's bring Barack Obama into the equation. I want y'all to save this live, share this live, study this live, and research everything I say in this live. Share this live, save this live, study this live, and research everything that I say in this live.
Research, y'all. Research.
What was President George W. Bush domestic priority when he became president from 2000 to 2008?
Fair use, Dr. Umar Johnson.
What was George W. Bush's domestic agenda? Be safe, King. All right, God.
All right.
What was George Bush's domestic agenda when he became president from 2000 to 2008? I'm going to tell you right now. Thank you, That Girl Mill. Gentrification. Correct answer. Shout out to That Girl Mill. I pray that's an African queen. I don't know if it's a bunny or not, but shout out to That Girl Mill. Now, George W. Bush's agenda.
Yeah.
George W. Bush.
Stay focused, Ninja. No. We're going to rewind that. Hold up. Let me bring the speed back down. He got distracted by the Cinnabons. Hold up. Let me go back. Let's go back.
Now, thank you, That Girl Mill. Gentrification. Correct answer. Shout out to That Girl Mill. I pray that's an African queen. I don't know if it's a bunny or not, but shout out to That Girl Mill. Now,
there you go.
George W. Bush's agenda.
There you go.
George W. Bush, we must stay focused.
There you go, brother. Stay
George W.
focused.
Bush's agenda was gentrification.
Why does Ninja try to speed past that like we didn't know he was looking at some ass?
Ain't no way.
Come on, man.
Ain't no fucking way.
Come on, brother. You got to stay focused, brother.
I keep telling you, consciousness over coochie, politics over punani. I keep telling y'all that.
Stay focused,
Consciousness comes before coochie.
brother. Before coochie, doctor. You got to stay focused, bro. You was out there, you broke all concentration to check that whatever you was looking at out, boy.
George W. Bush's agenda was gentrification. George W. Bush's agenda was to take back the northern inner cities. To take back the northern inner cities. George W. Bush's agenda was gentrification. To take back the northern inner cities. But not only was it about real estate, it was about taking back the black vote in the inner city. That's why they gentrified Philadelphia. That's why they gentrified Washington, D.C. That's why they gentrified New York City. That's why they're trying to gentrify Durham and Raleigh, North Carolina, Detroit and Chicago, Kansas City and Memphis, Tennessee. George Bush's job was to destabilize the black vote in the big cities.
You sure
George
about
W.
that?
Bush's job was to destabilize the black vote in the
You
big
sure
cities.
about that?
That was the purpose of gentrification. Real estate and elections. Gentrification, real estate and voting power. Real estate and voting power.
Okay, so now he's saying that George W. Bush, his mission when he came in office was to destabilize the black vote and to gentrify the country, aka make the country more white.
Enemy spotted.
Okay, now again, these are all conspiracy theories he's talking about. He's talking about how the voting rights, thing that was just passed recently was like, allegedly it was like freaking 12, 15, 20 years in the making. Okay, it was just a slow drip campaign to get us here. Now he's talking about how some of these presidents, each one of them had a different mission and a different objective while they were in office against the black community. Okay? Now, while I will personally say that I don't think they didn't have an agenda for black people. To say that they had an agenda, they had a mission to destroy the black community, I think that might be a reach. Okay? But y'all let me know down in the live chat. Continue to talk about it. The poll, does Umar Johnson know about American and overseas politics? 11% said yes. 31% said no. And 57% said his own delusional mind. Now, he's been to like several colleges, right? He says he's got 6-7 degrees. So he might know a little bit about politics. But the stuff he's talking about here now, again, I think it's a little bit of conspiracy theory sprinkled in there with his own personal knowledge. But y'all let me know about that down there. And again, 4,997 people subscribed. If we got 3 more Ninja watchers in the chat that's watching ain't participating, If you want to subscribe there, much greatly appreciate it. Again, somebody hit this goddamn super chat, and please subscribe to the channel. Sorry, become a channel member. Become a channel member. Please and thank you for everybody that decides to. And if you don't, well, thank you for being here anyway.
With me. What did Bill Clinton do while he was in office or right after office? What did Bill Clinton do? Bill Clinton
over his shoulder.
Put his office in Harlem, New York. Where my New York City Africans at?
Oh, boy.
Where my New York City Africans at? How many of my New York City Africans remember when Bill Clinton opened an office in Harlem? Where my New York City Africans at? Where my Brooklyn at? Where my Harlem at? Where my Queens and Staten Island at? Where y'all at? Where my Boogie Down Bronx? Bill Clinton opened an office in Harlem. Why did Bill Clinton open an office in Harlem? To raise up the property value to help George Bush gentrify the biggest black city in America. I'm going to say it again.
Say it again.
I'm going to say it again.
Say it one more time.
I'm going to say it again.
3 times.
George Bush and Bill Clinton worked together to gentrify the big black cities of America, and they started with Harlem when Bill Clinton opened up the office. That was to raise the property value to push black people out. Now,
all right. Now,
between George Bush and Donald Trump, there would only be Barack Obama. Between George Bush and Donald Trump, there would only be Barack Obama. Between George Bush's White House and Donald Trump's White House, there would only be Barack Obama. What was Barack Obama's role in all of this? And then we're going to go to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And I'm going to say this right now.
Say it.
Both parties, I'm going to say it, both parties wanted to gut the Voting Rights Act. I'm going to say it one more time.
One more time. 3 times.
I'm going to say it one more time.
3 times. 4 times.
Both parties wanted to gut the Voting Rights Act. I'm going to say it one more time.
5 times.
I'm going to say it one more time.
6 times.
Both parties wanted to gut the Voting Rights Act, and I'm going to show you and tell you how and why. Stay with me.
We here.
This is all a game.
Is it?
This is all a game. This is all a game.
For
so
real.
between George Bush and Donald Trump, the 2 Republicans, is 8 years of Barack Obama. One of the reasons they made Barack Obama the president.
Boy, y'all looking at his face. You see the bags up on his eyes, man. I mean, Umar Johnson is, 50, 51 now? I mean, he's Father Time is catching up. You know, we got the gray coming in the beard. I mean, the skin is still all right, but, you know, again, the age is taking its toll. The stress is taking its toll, I'm sure. Okay? Speaking engagements, going all over the world, hustling for the cash, for the PayPals and the Patreons and the Instagram subscriptions and the loyal donors clubs, and continuing to try to get people to give you free labor and materials to renovate this dungeon of a freaking school. I mean, damn, man. Okay.
One of the main reasons they made Barack Obama the president was to distract American Negroes long enough to engineer the takeover. I'm going to say it again.
Say it again.
My beautiful black sisters, if I'm making sense, can I get some hearts?
Ah.
My unapologetically African anti-snow bunny alpha males, if I'm making sense, give me a fist.
Hey, you know, how about this, brothers? Sisters and brothers, can I get some hearts if y'all feeling this stream? And can I get some 100s? Or can I get some ones in the chat? If y'all feeling me, give me some ones in the chat. If I'm entertaining or if Umar Johnson's talking nonsense in here, y'all. Since he want hearts and fists, let me get some love in the chat. How about that?
My beautiful African sisters, if I'm making sense, give me some love. My unapologetically African anti-snow bunny alpha males, if I'm making sense,
bunnies.
give me a fist.
Anti-snow bunnies.
They put Barack Obama in the White House because they know black people are too emotional. They put Barack Obama in the White House because they know black people are too emotional. They put Barack Obama in the White House because they know black people are too emotional. And when they put Barack Obama in the White House from 2009 to 2016, what did Barack Obama say?
What did he say?
Excuse me. What did Black America say?
What we say?
Black America said, he don't have to do nothing for me except be black. How many of y'all remember that? How many of y'all remember that? Barack Obama when he was president, what did we say? We said, you good, King? Talk to me. No problem. Take my number. You want to take my number? That way hold on. All right. Here we go. When Barack Obama took office, American Negro said he don't have to do nothing for black people except be black. Do y'all remember that? Who remember that?
He messed
or
up the stream.
We have democratic amnesia. Who remembers when Barack Obama was president, black America said, leave him alone.
Hold on, let me see if I can get the sound and the video back on track. Cause he paused it to give somebody his number and he messed up the daggone video. Hold on.
Or do we have Democratic Party plantation amnesia? Who remembers this? Or do we have Democratic Party plantation amnesia? Who remembers this? So while Barack Obama was sending zesty curriculum into the elementary school, while Barack Obama was sending zesty curriculum into the elementary school, while Barack Obama was sending zesty curriculum into the elementary school, taking all black people rights and giving it to the rainbow, who remembers that? I'm the only scholar in this country of national notoriety who said when Barack Obama gets out of office, black people gonna be back in Jim Crow. I'm the only scholar of national notoriety who said over and over and over again that if black people don't hold Barack Obama accountable, you will never be able to hold another president accountable for the rest of your life. Who remembers that?
Okay.
If you don't remember, go and watch my Black and Nobel bookstore lectures back in 2007 to 2010. Go and watch my Black and Nobel North Philly bookstore lectures on Barack Obama. Go and watch my African American Museum of Philadelphia lectures on Barack Obama. I told y'all this day was coming. I predicted this. Barack Obama was made president to distract black people long enough for the white power structure to perfect the system of taking back voting power and political power from black people. All of this was set up during the Obama. That's why they took the presidency from Hillary Clinton. They didn't have a problem with Hillary Clinton. But we need Donald Trump because he's going to get 3 Supreme Court nominees. They said, excuse me, Hillary, we don't have a problem with you, but we need Donald Trump because he's going to get 3 Supreme Court nominees. They said, Al Gore, we don't have a problem with you, Al Gore, but George Bush is going to get 2 or 3 Supreme Court justice nominees. And we have already planned and mapped out the agenda for the first quarter of the 21st century. When Barack Obama leaves office, when Barack Obama is done rocking these politically immature, emotionally unregulated Negroes to sleep, when Barack Obama is done rocking these politically immature, emotionally dysregulated Negroes to sleep, we're going to wake them up with the Donald Trump alarm clock.
We're going to wake them up with the Donald Trump alarm clock. Okay, so now, all right. So Barack Obama came in, all the black folks were emotional. They didn't let him do it. We didn't really get nothing from him. Okay, and then we got Joe Biden. And now we're going to wake the black people. No, first we got Donald Trump, then we got Joe Biden. And now he said we're going to wake the black people back up with Donald Trump, right? We're going to get them all riled up with this orange man in office. All right.
Wake them up with the Donald Trump alarm clock. We're going to wake them up with the Donald Trump alarm clock. They knew that they were going to gut the Voting Rights Act before Barack Obama became president. They had to give you Obama so you would act like you won something.
You won something.
They gave you Obama so you would actually think you won something. They gave you Obama so you would actually think black people were making progress. You were making no progress at all. Barack Hussein Obama was a token of the power structure. A token of the power structure. A token of the power structure. If they don't steal the White House from Hillary Clinton, if they don't steal the White House from Al Gore, the Supreme Court doesn't have a conservative majority. Are y'all listening to me right now?
Well, it looks like I'm not completely struggle streaming because my mod Mickish then came through with the with the $9.99 super chat.
I'm gracious, but I'm not content.
Donations.
Yeah.
Donations.
I need more.
Donations.
I need some more.
Donation.
You know why?
I'm gracious, but I'm not content. content.
So Umar is ranting like his kufi is 2 sizes too small. Man.
Nick, you're stupid.
2 sizes too small indeed. I believe it is. Matter of fact, I didn't want to make sure I put your chat up on the screen, brother. I'm so sorry. My good brother here, make sure I got your super chat up here to recognize the $9.99 super chat. Thank you very much, kind sir. Let's get back to the content. Umar Johnson ranting. I'm sorry, by the way, if you're just not joining us, Umar Johnson is on a rant. Okay, he's going ham about politics in America. He's talking about all our presidents of recent years. Okay, this was his latest rant from IG yesterday. The poll, we also have the poll up. Please participate in the poll if you will. Does Umar Johnson know about American or overseas politics? 12% said yes, 27% said no, and 61% said yes in his own delusional mind. Once again, hit the super chat, hit the Cash App, become a member of the channel, and subscribe if you're a Ninja Watcher. Let's continue.
This has nothing to do with who you voted for. This has nothing to do with who you voted for. Black America, are you with me? Black Africa, are you with me? Black Europe, are you with me? Black Canada, are you with me? Black Australia, are you with me? Black Caribbean, are you with me?
Here we go.
Black
Roll
Central
call.
and South America, are you with me? It don't matter who black people was going to vote for. I don't care if you voted for Kamala Harris or not. The Supreme Court was going to gut the Voting Rights Act because they made that decision 30 years ago when Bill Clinton was the president.
Oh, yeah?
Let me catch my breath and I'm going to land this plane.
He said that hour ago.
Let me catch my breath. I'm going to land this plane.
Are you?
Save this live, share this live, study this live. Go to my Patreon because you're not going to get a whole lot more free game from King Kong. You're going to have to join my Patreon.
Join the channel membership. Damn that Patreon, okay? 'Cause we ain't going to get nothing but wasted money from you going over there to Patreon. Y'all come and join my joint, okay? Or hit the super chat, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel so you can get some more of this smoke from Umar Johnson, huh?
The revolution must be financed. Go to Patreon, $7 a month, become a regular member.
Huh?
Go to Patreon, $10 a month, join the book club. How we doing, my beautiful African sisters? Good to see y'all. Y'all be safe. All right, gorgeous. Stay focused, my brothers. Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Now, So, let's go to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. At ease, my queens.
At ease, my queens.
My queens. Now, let's talk about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Did y'all want a photo? Come on, ladies. Put it on selfie. We can all get in it together.
I don't know how to do that.
Turn the camera.
All right, y'all, hold on. We got to pause for station identification real quick. Hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. We got to pause for station identification. Look up top to the top right of my live stream. And it shows that I have 5,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone that's in this live. And if you're a Ninja Watcher and you subscribe to my channel, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to stop right here on this picture, so I apologize. That was not on purpose. But I had to recognize the chat. I had to recognize the live viewers. I had to recognize all of my subscribers. Okay? Thank y'all for giving me the 5,000 subscriber. I really do appreciate that. I said I was gonna get here this week. I was doing my best to put out some good content. Thank y'all for getting me to 5,000, 5K. Next is 50K, all right? Well, be realistic. Maybe 10K. But let's continue, y'all. Hopefully I continue to entertain y'all. Now let's get back to the content.
No, I'm almost 50 though. Let's go. All right.
You come on this side, balance out the energy.
Thank you.
Y'all be safe, ladies. Appreciate y'all. Sure.
powerful stuff.
I appreciate y'all.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Y'all be safe out here. All right. Yes, I will stop anything for my beautiful African sisters.
Stay focused,
I will
Ninja.
stop anything for my beautiful African sisters. Oh, yes. Butter almond, butter pecan, chocolate fudge, sweet brown sugar,
Here we go.
butterscotch,
Here we
African
go.
pina colada,
Yeah.
African chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Caramel,
Oh, yes.
fudge, cinnamon,
Oh,
nutmeg.
yes.
Oh, yes. Sweet brown sugar, light brown sugar, medium brown sugar. Oh, yes.
Medium
Now let's
brown
get back to
sugar.
business. At ease, my queens.
At ease, my queens.
Let's talk peace, God. Let's talk about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. For all my Democratic Party plantation Negroes, for all my Democratic Party plantation Negroes, what was Joe Biden and Kamala Harris spending all their time doing the whole 4 years he was in office? Y'all want to make this a Republican thing. It's a government thing. Y'all want to make this a Republican thing. It's a government thing. What was Joe Biden and Kamala Harris doing the whole 4 years they was in office? Can somebody give me an answer? Can somebody give me an answer? Somebody type now. Come on, this is class. What did Joe Biden and Kamala Harris spend their whole 4 years doing against Black America? Talk to me, Chicago and New York. Talk to me, Chicago and New York. What were they doing? Flooding the Black community with migrants. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Flooding the Black community with migrants. Am I wrong?
Is he wrong?
Am I wrong?
Is he wrong?
Why was Joe Biden and Kamala Harris flooding the Black community with migrants?
Let me know.
Why was Joe Biden and Kamala Harris flooding the Black community with migrants? Because Joe Biden knew he wasn't going to do anything for Black people. He knew he wasn't going to do anything for Black people.
Oh man, yes, more of the same here, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna land this plane myself. This video, this live stream has gone on for 42 minutes. There's another. We're gonna go for probably another 20 minutes because I want to hear what else he got to say. But he keeps going on with this, back and forth, Republican, Democrat. They're both, they're both gonna hurt us, the Black community. So we're gonna go a little while longer, but I think y'all starting to get the point over here now, right? Where his position is politically. But we're gonna have to do a few more minutes of this, and then I'm gonna roll out because where I'm at on the globe is getting a little late, and I'm a normie. I gotta go to work in the morning.
And the Democratic Party is tired of trying to appease Black people. The Democratic Party is tired of trying to appease Black people. So they were going to flood the major Black cities in the North with immigrants to weaken the Black political power of the two largest Black communities in America, New York and Chicago. Don't catch Democratic amnesia now. Don't catch Democratic amnesia now. Don't catch Democratic amnesia now, brothers and sisters. Don't catch Democratic Party amnesia now. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was working to weaken Black political power in the major cities in the North so that Kamala Harris and the Democratic Party's votes would not be impacted by the fact they didn't do anything for Black people. And so the Democratic elections would not be determined by Black voter turnout. Stay with me. The Democrats and the Republicans are working together on this.
All right.
The Democrats and the Republicans are working together on this.
Okay.
The Democrats and the Republicans are working together on this. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden's job was to weaken the northern Black vote with the immigrants. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden's job was to weaken Black voter power in the northern cities.
Shout out to Willie Do It.
That was Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's job. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance's job is to weaken Black voter power in the South by gutting Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. Y'all don't see how they were working together? Are you that emotional? You can't see how the Democrats and Republicans were working together to destroy Black voting power? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's job was to flood the northern Black cities with migrants. The Republican Party's job is to weaken Black voting power in the Black states, Louisiana, Alabama.
Okay, wait a minute. Shush. Don't talk about Alabama. Don't speak on Alabama, sir. Roll Tide, whoever in the chat, Roll Tide. So, again, two wings of the same bird, right? So, the Democratic Party is flooding our neighborhoods with immigrants to weaken our vote by the numbers, okay, in general. And then what else? And then what was I going to say? Oh, yes. Then the Republican Party is doing it by weakening the laws, right? To where we don't have as much power as we should. So again, he's saying that both sides are weakening our vote in different ways. All right. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden did it by flooding the neighborhoods with immigrants. Donald Trump is now doing it by weakening the voting power through the laws and everything for us.
Mississippi, Maryland, South Carolina, Washington, D.C. have the highest concentration of black people in America. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Maryland, South Carolina, Washington, D.C. have the highest concentration of black people in America, and it was the job of the Republicans to destroy black voting power in the South, and it was the job of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to weaken black voting power in the North. They work together against us. Neither party is on your side. Now, some of y'all going to say, Dr. Umar, if the Republicans win the midterms in November, some of y'all going to say, Dr. Umar, if the Republicans win the midterms in November, isn't that a loss for the Democrats? In the short term, yes. In the long term, no. The Democrats are willing to lose the midterms if that means they don't have to worry about the black vote determining the outcome of another gubernatorial, presidential, or senatorial election for the rest of their lives. I'm going to say it again. Black women, if I'm making sense, give me some hearts. Black kings, if I'm making sense, give me some fists. If you can understand, overstand, and understand what RB Jesus is saying right now. If you can understand, overstand, and understand what RB Jesus is saying to you right now. I need some feedback. I need some feedback. I need some feedback, brothers and sisters. This was planned 30 years ago. This was planned 30 years ago. When Al Gore was robbed of the presidency, why didn't he make a big fuss about it? After the Electoral College chose George Bush? After Hillary Clinton lost the White House to Donald Trump, why didn't she and her husband make a big stink about this after the Electoral College gave the presidency to Donald Trump? Because they knew what the plan was. They knew what the plan was. You don't choose the president, and therefore you don't choose the Supreme Court. You don't choose the president, and therefore you don't choose the Supreme Court. Stay with me, brothers and sisters.
Okay, well, I'm going to land this plane, y'all. So you see what's going on here, right? And Willis Martin said he's right about that. Now, make no mistake, our neighborhoods does have a large immigrant population now. And at the same time, Republicans are doing what they're doing in the Senate and the Congress and everything for the black vote on that end. So you see what's going on here, right? I mean, Umar Johnson is painting this as some kind of conspiracy theory that has happened 30 years ago. Whether you want to say it's conspiracy theory or if it's coincidence, either way, there's certain things happening on both sides of the political party. Now, what I will say is that I believe Thomas Sowell said a while back that if we were second in the world in the United States population, what do you think is going to happen when they flood with immigrants? He said that we're going to be number 3 and number 4. We're going to continue to push back. No, Hispanic. And again, this could be conspiracy theory too, if you want to say that. You know, that right now we're behind the white community, right? But once they get enough people come in, you know, Hispanics, Asians, things of that nature, we will become second, third, fourth. You want to call it conspiracy theory or not? I don't know. Anyway, to end this poll out, does Umar Johnson know about American or overseas politics? 11% said yes, 29% said no, and 60% said yes in his own delusional mind. I'm going to end this stream here shortly because I see that I'm starting to glitch up a little bit, and every time that happens, I gotta stop it now before it gets even worse. So To the 5,002 people, to the recent subscribers, again, I got to give you a hand clap. Now, again, what's to call it? Ben Hayes said the voters make the party. Clearly, there's a difference. Non-citizens can't vote. I do agree. That is true. They cannot vote. They cannot. That is a fact. All right. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to end the stream now. So I hope that everyone was entertained. I appreciate everybody for the recent subscribers. Thank you. And again, if you choose to, hit the Cashapp on your way out or join the channel membership, again, I would ask you to do so or consider, please. Other than that, I hope that everyone was entertained. I certainly was. All right. And we will probably be back tomorrow because, again, Baba David, he went on Baba David's podcast, World Radio. I'm not going to play any more of this because it's more of the same. There's another hour and a half. There's another hour of the same stuff. So we'll cut this short. It's still on his Instagram page. If you want to watch it, I will leave a link to it in the description box. But tomorrow, we might either tomorrow or someday before the end of the week, we're going to come back with Baba David, all right, see how that went in World Radio. Yes, we are. But on my way out, as I always like to do, thank you for joining the most requested YouTuber and the latest content creator on YouTube. All right, my name is Nicholas J. Fury here, where reality checks are always free. And this is the Working Man Podcast. And as I like to do, because to me it's true, reality checks are free. To all you 5,002 subscribers, reality checks are free. And I will see you next time.
my appetite.